Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to the Saw Asylum. Today we're continuing the series after saving Detective Singh's wife from the Iron Maiden trap. Now, we actually made a mistake in the last video. When the cutscene is over, she runs away into the shade and disappears, probably forever. I realized this as soon as I started the next chapter. Okay, so we just saved, I already forgot her name, Melissa. Just like in his mind or what? Whoa, oh my god. Oh, she scared me. Oh wait, so she didn't run away. But I wasn't completely wrong though, because eventually this happens. I don't know, will she just stand next to me while I'm doing the traps and she's just like, well, that's not how I would have done it.
I'm sorry, David. You deserve this. He said if I made it this far, I could choose to leave. I'm leaving. And I'm not sorry.
Bitch.
She does disappear just a little bit later. Then we're given a clue as to who we have to save this time.
You are a broken man, Detective, scattered into pieces. So is the man trapped at the end of this war, a man who destroyed your reputation piece by piece. Will you help him?
We don't have a choice. We can't choose to not help him. Before we continue, we have to get a gear out of the toilets. Okay. Let's see how fast we can do it. Oh, okay, that was a little long. I had to click twice. By the way, I love how they have that ridiculously long time limit. Like, who's going to take that long? After continuing further into the building, a guy started running at me, and he stood there while I punched him and barely even reacted. I kind of wanted to give him one free hit, but then I got way too bored before he even finished swinging. After that, we get the first big puzzle of this chapter. We move up a floor where we see a bunch of bombs connected to a timer. During this trap, we can walk into a room that, if we close the door, shows a number in the mirror, 207. I gotta be honest, the first time I didn't understand this because I went into room 207, but there was nothing there. Unlike all of the other tests which Tapp was subjected to, there was no simple switch, lever, or door to the next room which served as an escape from the bombs. After a while, I just looked up the solution online, and it was far easier than I thought, but not necessarily self-explanatory. We just have to find room 207 and complete the puzzle inside to defuse the bombs. In my defense, I have to say that up to now, these puzzles were only there to give me a little health syringes or other pointless stuff that I didn't need. Anyway, there's something else inside this room, a newspaper clipping about the Jigsaw killer. The article is written by one Oswald Smith. Once you click on it, the last name changes to Oswald McGillicuddy. Oswald McGilty. Okay. I'm pretty sure that this is a placeholder name which they forgot to update when the game was finished. Either that or they just didn't care. When the gearbox in this room is completed, the timer stops and we get a bag of puzzle pieces. Then we can walk to the end of the corridor and into a new part of the building where we see who we have to save.
What is this shit? Let me out of here! When I get out of this thing,
You what? Write a story about me.
Oswald, the same journalist who wrote the article. A little further in, and we come across this huge guy. I think he's dead, dude. You don't have to keep hitting him. They hype him up like this is going to be some epic boss battle, and then this happens. Let's see how long this epic boss fight is going to take. Oh, we're stunning him, he can't do anything. Okay, let's give him a shot. Okay, let's give him another shot. There we go. This reminds me of one of those boxing dummies. He's standing there like a robot. By the way, the only reason I can kill everybody so easily is because one of you guys gave me the hint that using your fists is the best way to win fights since they're the fastest weapon. I continue walking when this random guy falls on top of me and bounces off my head. Here we can really see how the fighting works in this game. Whenever you use one of the hilarious weapons to attack, there's always this 2-minute wind-up animation. Then comes this genius who just stood there watching me beat up the other guy. He throws a Molotov at me, misses, and then I beat his ass until he slips down this little incline. He lands in his own fire that he created and burns himself to death. I'm surrounded by idiots. Idiots. How can you be this stupid? Following this, we arrive at a door and we get a further explanation as to who Oswald is. In a lot of cases with the people we're saving, Tapp should hate them, but instead they always hate us. Anyway, the only option we have is to continue walking. We come across another epic fight. Just walk past the fighting, guys. No need to take part in this. Just keep walking. But then we come across a room that is actually pretty cool. After completing another one of the pig carcass puzzles, there's a room filled with creepy mannequins. Earlier, we're given a hint that the solution lies in rigid arms. The puzzle is similar to one of the original Jigsaw traps. There are numbers all over the wall, and we have to figure out which one of them is the correct combination to a lock. But we can't really see which one is right. We can move a few spotlights in the room, and this reveals some possible combinations. The game eventually shows us pretty clearly that 206 is the right one, but we still have some electrocuted puzzles to clear once we exit this room. Afterwards, I just proceeded through the level normally, and following some more obstacles, I wound up at a padlock. This is where I entered the 206 and I got through the door. Inside is a second bag of puzzle pieces. So I made my way back to that giant door, and guess who I met on the way? He really waited all this time for me to come back? I killed him, he deserved it, and I continued walking. In another room, we get even more info on Oswald, and we're only given more reasons not to help him. But I don't really have a choice. Jigsaw keeps saying that I do, but if I let them die, the game always restarts.
What you gave Detective Tapp, tell me, why did you condemn a man with your words? That did nothing to you.
He did. He wouldn't give me access, info on the Jigsaw. I mean, he tried to shut me down. Me. I don't back down for nobody. Never have, never will.
As it turns out, unlike the others, Oswald already hated us before he got trapped. That's what makes this level different, because up to now the others have only hated us after we saved their life, which is completely normal. When the tape is done playing, the room suddenly fills with gas, and there's one of these really annoying puzzles which I have to complete. Oh no, not this again. Crap. But I had a strategy. What I did was just look up the solution online, because the puzzles are always the exact same, and then I just periodically paused the game. When I was done with one dial, I paused the game, looked up the correct solution for the next dial, and only then continued playing. Right, yeah. There is no way that I would have solved this without cheating. I know I cheat a lot, but hey, it's a Jigsaw trap, so anything goes. After escaping, I found myself at the big door again and needed to complete an actual puzzle. It wasn't that difficult, however the problem is that there are pieces with nothing on them, yet they still need to be brought into the correct position, but there's hardly any indication as to where they're supposed to go. So I looked up the correct solution online and eventually figured out how to do it. And look, it's a puzzle of himself. Jigsaw's kind of a narcissist. I mean, he made this whole puzzle of himself, or his puppet. Can it be anything related to me? I mean, it's my death game after all. Then we finally walk into Oswald's trap, and it's quite an evil one. Here we go, Oswald's trap.
Hello, Oswald. Your newspaper has been the primary source of information about my message. The device you are strapped to will twist until your body is broken. To stop the device, you must complete the electrical circuit panel.
No, not another fuse box. You gotta be kidding me.
Words will not be able to describe your agony.
This is something that I would call the Backbreaker. Initially, I just waited out the time because I wanted to see what happens. Then I tested out if I can walk away this time, since Jigsaw does technically give me the option. I closed the door and headed in a different direction, but it wouldn't let me. The only other choice was for me to actually try helping him, for no good reason. Now, do you guys remember how throughout these gameplays I've always stated my distaste for these extremely innovative fuse box puzzles? Well, this trap kind of feels like that one episode from The Sweet Life where they have the Janitor Olympics, because here there's nothing but that. I got the first one done, it wasn't that difficult. Then the second one was quite a bit larger, but it was still doable. Then I continued to the third one. Bro, what the hell is this? Oh my god, are you kidding me? Let's just look up the solution. I'm way too tired to do this. But I discovered that I can't cheat here. That's because the puzzles are, for the first time, randomly generated and aren't the exact same in each individual copy of the game. Then I also failed my second attempt and my third. This was suboptimal because I needed to get going, like in real life. I can't sit inside and play 15-year-old video games all day. I have a life, so I got another go. How does this take so freaking long? There's no way that we're doing this. Please just work properly. Oh my god, just move up one. No, just move this one, please. No, this one's sideways. This one like this. Okay, we're so close, we're so close. Oh wait, we almost got it. Oh yes! This was the most difficult thing I've ever done in my entire life. Oh yes! Oh my god. Just in time, because I have to go in 7 minutes. I was genuinely worried. I don't even care what this guy says. With 40 seconds still on the clock, I solved it. Tapp asked him the same question as everyone else.
Did you see what he looked like? Anything?
Can you at least look at me while you're talking?
Dirty cop.
What did he look like?
I don't know. I remember checking my mail, then going to get some water, and...
I don't need the history of your entire day.
Wrong.
But still, at the end, we finally seem to make some progress. Apparently, Tapp knows what to do, and the Jigsaw killer is in the building with us.
I think I know who Jigsaw is. I think he's in this place. We just need to find him.
If we will find out who the killer is, I mean, we sort of already know, but if Tapp will find out who it is while still surviving, we'll get closer to the answer in the next part of the Saw video game video. I don't really mind playing this, and the last episode got over 100,000 views. Anyways, as always, I hope you liked it. If you did, smash like, smash subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.